Have you injured yourself playing a sport or exercising? Sports medicine experts at TJ Regional Health are trained to get you back on the road to recovery, whether you're dealing with sprains, fractures, knee and shoulder injuries, or other common injuries. Our goal is to prevent illness and injury in active individuals of all ages and help prevent future problems to maximize your performance. Find out more at tjregionalhealth.org/rehab. Patients first, team always. TJ Rehabilitation Services.
You ready? Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Hart County High School Raider Field for tonight's Toy Bowl action, which features the Glasgow Little League All-Stars and the Hart County All-Stars. Glasgow has won the opening toss. They elect to receive. Hart County kicks the ball. It's picked up at about the 35 by the Scotties. That's number 44 on the carry, Jesse Barton. He's up to the 50, driven out of bounds near the 47-yard line of Hart County. So Glasgow will take over first down and 10 in Raider territory and will have an excellent field position here starting their first series of offensive plays. To give you the offensive alignment for the Scotties, Daniel Depp, 00, is at halfback. The quarterback is number 2, Casey Calhoun. The fullback will be number 15, Jamie Rails. Number 44, Jesse Barton. The halfback will be number 15, Jamie Rails. Calhoun brings the Scotties to the line. He makes the call. He hands off to Barton, goes off right tackle. He gains a few yards on the play, and he's tackled by number 19 of the Raiders, and that's Nick Rucker. Gain of about 6 on that play by Barton. They'll make it second down and 4 for the Scotties. It's a wonderful night here. The temperatures are probably in the mid-50s, a little breeze blowing. People's wrapped up in a few blankets and quilts and coats, but it's a nice night, and we got a lot of fans from Glasgow out to support the Little League All-Stars. Second down 6 for the Scotties as they come to the line. Calhoun on the call for the Scotties. A long count. He hands off to Daniel Depp, who goes up the middle. He's broke the tackle. He's down to the 30, the 20, one man to beat, the 10. Touchdown, Scotties. There is a flag on the play, so hold the boat. We may not have a touchdown after all, but the ball goes to Daniel Depp. He carries for about 45 yards for the touchdown, but we do have a flag on the play. It's an inverting flag, so the touchdown stands. So the score now is Glasgow 6 and Hart County 0, and we've just played a little more than 1 minute in this ball game. So Glasgow last night opted to go to the 2-point conversions. Only made 1 out of about 6 attempts. Corey Alexander did the kicking. Tonight it looks like Daniel Depp will be attempting the point after. Calhoun will be holding. We have a flag on the play. I believe it'll be a delay of game. They'll have a 25-second from the time the ball is spotted. So I believe it'll be a 5-yard penalty assessed against the Scotties. Let's wait and see. Yes, it is. 5-yard penalties, delay of game against the Scotties. So that'll back the ball up to the 8-yard line. On the snap, it'll be about a 15, 25-yard kick. It'll be spotted on the 15. The good snap, Depp head down kick. It's a little short. Had a pretty good line. So with 6:47 remaining here early in the first quarter of play, Glasgow out on top by a score of 6-0 over the Raiders. Other offensive players on the Glasgow Scotty team, Adrian Shirley is at center, Jamie Brown at guard, David Franklin at tackle, Ricky Slayton at tackle, Corey Alexander at guard, Matt Kingery at end, and Gary Payne at center or tackle. Corey Alexander getting ready to kick off for the Scotties. It's a good high drive. It hits at about the 30. It's picked up by the Raiders on about the 28-yard line. He avoids one tackle, gets across his own 40, where he's hit by Adrian Shirley. So the Raiders have their first possession of the ball of the evening. They'll take over in their own territory. They spot the ball out at about the 43-yard line. First down 10 for the Raiders with 6:32 go here in the first quarter of play. We have an official timeout on the field. We're waiting to get the chains and the down marker spot. Last night, Glasgow Little League All-Star played Caverna's All-Star and was victorious in that first game by a score of 38-7. So Glasgow now moves into the semifinal action here tonight against Hart County. Hart County drawing the bye in the upper bracket. Now the winner of this game will advance to the championship game, which will be played at 4 p.m. this Saturday at Hart County High School. The loser will play in a consolation game at 2 p.m. So irregardless, the winner or the loser of this game will both get to play in the contest Saturday afternoon. I'd like to take this opportunity to remind you that later this month, November the 21st, the Glasgow Little League All-Stars will be going to Owensboro to play in a tournament in Owensboro. There'll be several teams in that tournament. We don't know the exact number and what teams they are, but Glasgow has gone to this tournament several years in the past, and it's a fine trip for these young men, get them exposed to some talent across the state. A lot of teams from different cities come in, so we're glad these kids get out, play some competition, and it surely helps our program as they go on through middle school and high school. Also, next Tuesday night at Glasgow High School, the All-Stars will be taking on Monroe County. I'm not sure the exact game time. We'll keep you posted on that when we find out a little more information about that game that will be scheduled. Earlier here tonight, the first game in the lower bracket featured Barron County and Monroe County. Barron County was victorious in that game. I think the final score stood at about 38-0. So Barron County, they will advance on to the championship at 4 o'clock Saturday afternoon. We're still at an official timeout and a little delay, so we'll break away with 6:30 remaining here in the first quarter. Glasgow on top by a score of 6-0 over Hart County. Care of the chain. Hart County hands off up the middle. He tried to reverse his field. The carrier of the ball was number 19. That's Nick Rucker. Looked like David Franklin in on the tackle for the Scotties that time. Loss of about 5 on the play. That'll make it 2nd down and 15. Last night, Glasgow's defense really shined early in the ball game as Caverna had a lot of difficulty trying to run on the big defensive line of Glasgow. Hart County seen the same thing that time. Quarterback hands off up the middle, and quickly the running back is just swarmed by a host of Scotties. Adrian Shirley's in there, Jamie Downtown Brown. There's another loss on the play for the Raiders. They lose about 3 on the play, and it'll make about 3rd and 18. And we've got a timeout on the field called by Hart County, 5:33 remaining in the first quarter. Still the score is Glasgow 6, Hart County 0. Hart County comes to line after calling a timeout. They face a 3rd and 18, and they go to the air. There's a flag on the play. The ball is intercepted by the Scotties. Looked like number 11, Matt Kingery, I believe. Oh, let's see. Hold on. That's number 81. And that is Matt Kingery. He's changed numbers from the regular season. He played for the Hornets, wore number 11. I'm used to calling that number on Kingery. It's intercepted, but there's some flags on the play. Illegal procedure indicated against Hart County, and I'm sure that the Scotties will decline that. And they'll take over in Raider territory. Looks like the official's going to spot the ball on the 40-yard line, where Glasgow will have its 2nd offensive possession of the evening. 1st down and 10 for the Scotties on the Raider 40-yard line. They lead this ball game by a score of 6-0 here in the first quarter. Calhoun brings the Scotties to the line. He checks his backs. He's calling the signals. He hands off to the tailback. Goes off left tackle. That was number 15, Jamie Rails, on the carry. Rails picks up about 2 on the play. He's met by the center of the line of the Raider defense. 2nd down 8 for the Scotties. Last night, Glasgow's offense had a little difficulty early in the ball game. Seemed like the backs and just got confused which direction to go, and that's understandable. The first offensive game, but they'd been together. in an all-star game. Looked like we had some movement on the far side of the line for Glasgow. Illegal procedure indicated against the Scotties. That's their first penalty of the evening, a 5-yard penalty. So that'll back the ball up to about the 38-yard line, where Glasgow will be facing a 2nd down and 13. Calhoun on the call. We've got movement again. This time it's on the near side. That was number 81, Matt Kingery, who moved. It was pretty obvious to see that he moved, so that'll be another 5-yard penalty. Back it up, make it 2nd down and 18 for the Scotties. So right now, the best defense for the Raiders is the Glasgow offense. It's 2 back-to-back penalties, back the Scotties up 10 yards. The back move that time, there's flags. The ball goes to, that's number 15, Jamie Rails on a carry. He was tackled by Greg Milby. So Glasgow once again showing some offensive struggles as they can't get their cadence going and people are moving. Hart County declines. That'll bring up a 3rd down situation for the Scotties. 3rd and 18. We're down to 4 minutes to play here in the first quarter. Calhoun, he fakes the ball to Depp. He gives to Barton to try to sweep to the right side, and he's thrown for a loss. And flags are flying everywhere. I believe it's some late hits that time. Personal foul. Illegal block. Illegal blocking indicated against the Scotties. So the official has the team captain for the Raiders explaining his options to him. They decline. It'll bring up a 4th down. So Glasgow will be facing a 4th and 18 situation. It'll be interesting to see if the Scotties will punt the ball out or be trying to pick up the 1st down. The ball's at about midfield, so I'd say Glasgow will probably go for it. They line up. Backs in an I formation. Calhoun fakes the depth up the middle, gives to Rails as he sweeps the left side. He's driven out of bounds on the far side by number 12. That's Tyrone Maxey of the Raiders. So it's well short of the 1st down. Raiders take on over. The ball will be spotted at about their own 43-yard line. They'll take over with 3:15 remaining here in the first quarter of action. So the first offensive series seen Glasgow click right off and run a 45-yarder by Daniel Depp. That offensive series, they struggled, 2 or 3 penalties, loss of yardage. They give the ball up on downs. Raiders come to line 1st down and 10. Ball goes up the middle for the Raiders. Adrian Shirley makes a stop on Tyrone Maxey. Maxey gains no yardage on the play. Bring up 2nd down and 10 for the Raiders. Raiders finding some difficulties on exchange of signals. Illegal procedure against the Raiders. That'll be a 5-yard penalty. Back the ball up 5 yards, make it 2nd down 15. Ready, the quarterback calling the signals for the Raiders. He keeps it and goes up the middle. He gets a few yards. Let's see who the tackler was for Glasgow. Looked like number 99, Big Gary Payne, in on the top to stop that time for the Scotties. Gain of about 2 on the play, make it 3rd down and 13. And we're under 2 minutes to play here in the first quarter. Ball is handed off the left side. Corey Alexander along with Jamie Brown in there on the stop for the Raiders. The Scotties. Raiders gain about a yard on the play, maybe 2. Brings up a 4th down. I believe the Raiders are going to give the ball up on the punt. There's no rushing to the young man. Kicks the ball. Once it's kicked past the line of scrimmage, then they can go. Daniel Depp lets the ball sail through his hands. As he picks it up at about the 24, goes to his left. He gets a good block by Jesse Barton. He goes up the left side, and we got flags flying. Looks like we got a clip on the field, back up at about the 40. Depp's in the end zone, but that touchdown is coming back. Looked like number 52, Adrian Shirley, made the clip. So that's going to back the ball up. 15 yards plus a loss of a touchdown. So let's bring it all the way back. The clip occurred at about the 40-yard line of the Scotties. So when they mark this off, it should be somewhere around the 20 to 25-yard line. They take the ball back at about the 22-yard line of the Scotties. They'll take over 1st down and 10. And that's a shame, too. That was a good run by Daniel Depp after he let the ball sail through his hands. He got an excellent block on the far side by Jesse Barton. The clip came well after Depp was out of the territory. So I'm sure that Coach Ed Albany will discuss with his players, let's don't do that anymore. Okay, Scotties come to the line, 1st down and 10. Scotties, Calhoun hands off to Depp. He goes up the middle. He's stopped by number 19, Nick Rucker of the Raiders. Depp gains about 2 yards on the play. Well, they moved it again. They're not decided where they're going to spot the ball, evidently. Let's call it a 4-yard gain. Make it 2nd down 6 for the Scotties. They come to line with only 4 seconds. I don't believe they'll ever get this play off. And there's the horn. That's the end of 1 quarter of play here at Hart County High School. And 1 quarter is gone. Glasgow leads over Hart County by a score of 6-0. We're getting ready to start 2nd quarter action. Glasgow has the ball on their own 24-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 6 for the Scotties. Ball goes to Jamie Rails as he cuts to the outside on the left. He's to the 40, and he steps out of bounds short of the 40-yard line, about the 39. So that picks up the Scotties' first down of the evening. So a good run by Jamie Rails. The halfback picks up the Scotties' 1st down. It's at their own 39-yard line. And I'm sure that the offensive coaches are proud to see some good results. The last time they had the ball, they didn't get any ground at all. Ball goes to Jesse Barton, the fullback. He gets across the 40 up to about the 41. Number 72, Tyler Adams, makes the tackle for the Raiders. Gain of about 2 yards on the play, maybe 1.5 yards. They spot the ball just across the 40. 7:25 remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Glasgow out on top by a score of 6-0. Pitch back to Depp. Depp sweeping the right side. The official falls down to get out of his way. He's up the far sideline. He's got a couple of men to beat. He cuts the inside. He's got 1 man to beat. Touchdown Scotties. Daniel Depp scampers for his 2nd touchdown of the evening, carries the ball about 60 yards. So that puts Glasgow on top by a score of 12-0. They've had 1 touchdown call back. So a good run that time by Daniel Depp. That's nothing new for most of the people of Glasgow to see. They watched this young man run all year long. He played for Coach Jerry Ream and the Yellow Jackets, and they won the regular season. And he's just demonstrating once again that he has the talent to turn the corner Once he gets past that secondary, he's long gone. Depp will be trying the point after attempt. Glasgow failed on their first. The kick is up. It's going to be short and to the right. So with 7 minutes and 1 second remaining here in the second quarter of play, we find Glasgow on top of Hart County by a score of 12-0. They're lining up for the kickoff. Corey Alexander will do the kicking for Glasgow after they scored their second touchdown of the evening. Alexander gets another good kickoff. It's touched by the Raiders at about the 30 as it sails through their hands. Young man picks it up on the 15. He goes to his left, cuts back to the middle, and he's hit it about his own 25. Looks like David Franklin, along with Adrian Shirley and Jamie Brown on the tackle for the Scotties. So the Raiders take over first down and 10 at their own 25. So a good kick by Corey Alexander pushes the Raiders way back, especially after the young man let it sail through his hands, and there was a wall of white jerseys coming after him just as soon as he picked the ball up. Ready, the quarterback calling the signals. He pitches back. He's being chased on the outside. As number 65, David Franklin, makes a stop. There's a loss on the play. Loss of about 3 yards on the play. So good defense that time by the Scotties. Loss of 3, make it 2nd and 13. Franklin's playing the defensive end position here on the near side of the field. Franklin's a good-sized young man, has excellent speed. Ready, hands off, that's number 12 on the carry, Tyrone Maxey. It looked like number 52, Adrian Shirley, who made the stop on Maxey. Another loss on the play. Glasgow is playing some excellent defense. You just can't say too much about the defense that the Scotties have been playing. We've got an official timeout on the field. With 5:18 remaining here in the second quarter, timeout on the field. The score, Glasgow 12, Hart County 0. Play resumes. We had an injured player. An official timeout. So the Raiders come to line. They facing a 3rd and 17. Ready, the quarterback. He calls the signals. He pitches back to number 11. That's Greg Milby. Milby tries to sweep the left side, and quickly Corey Alexander comes in. Throws the Raiders for another loss. They're backed up. They've lost about 15 yards in 3 plays. So let's call it 4th and 25. So the Raiders will be forced to punt. There's the kick. It's a high kick. It's taken by Daniel Depp, and he loses the ball. And so the Raiders get a break as the ball is on their own 20-yard line. So it was a high kick by the Raiders. Daniel Depp fielded the ball easily, and as he started up the field, he just lost the handle on it. So it turns the ball right back over to the Raiders. Ball goes to number 9. That's Josh Stevens. As Corey Alexander shoots through there and throws Stevens for a loss. Loss of about 10 yards on the play. Let's call it 2nd down and 20. So Glasgow's defense goes to work once again. The Raiders better watch themselves. They're backed up at their own back door. Ball is at about their own 9-yard line. Ready, brings them set. He drops back to pass. It's thrown out on the far side. It's incomplete. That'll stop the clock with 3:31 here in the second quarter. I bring up 3rd down and 20 for the Raiders. Raiders break the huddle, facing a 3rd and 20. Ready the quarterback. Backs in a wishbone. Loose ball on the snap. Raiders recover the fumble, brings up a 4th down. They lose about 3 more yards on that, so it'll be 4th and about 23 for the Raiders. I can hear Coach Ed Almany on the far sideline giving instruction to the receiving backs. Hang on to that ball this time. It's a low kick. It's taken by Matt Kingery at about the 24-yard line, and the official says that he was down on one knee. So at least they have the ball this time after the punt. So with 3 minutes exactly here in the second quarter of play, Glasgow will take over deep inside of Raider territory as they spot the ball at about the 24-yard line. So Glasgow in good shape to maybe put 6 more points on the scoreboard before the half ends. Calhoun pitches back to Depp. Depp looking to pass. He's got a man open. Oh, and at the last minute, it's broken up by number 52 of the Raiders. Good defensive play by Jesse England. It looked like Glasgow had a man wide open. Looked like Jamie Rails was the intended receiver. Just good defense that time by the Raiders. 2nd down 10 for the Scotties. First time we've seen Glasgow go to the air. He'd never passed the ball at all last night, and the first time tonight. Calhoun pitches back to Depp. He's looking to run. He avoids one tackle, sidesteps another. He's got enough for the first down. As again, the defensive back Jesse England for the Raiders makes the hit. That is the first down. That's the 2nd for the Scotties tonight. So they have the ball 1st down and 10. They spotted at about the Raider 14-yard line. So the Scotties can get a 1st down if they so need it before the touchdown. Calhoun checks his backs, they're set. He calls the signals. He pitches back to Rails. Rails sweeping to the left side. He's got a couple men to beat. He's at the 5. Touchdown, Jamie Rails. So Rails gets in the scorebook tonight. He had a couple of touchdowns last night against Caverna. As he carries the ball for about 14 yards. That makes it an 18-0 ball game with 1:48 here in the second quarter. So Glasgow once again trying to convert this extra point by kicking it. It counts 2 points if they can get it through the uprights. Pretty good snap for the Scotties. Kick. It looks close, but it's a little bit to the right. So with 1:48 remaining here in the second quarter, Glasgow out on top over Hart County. Our score is 18-0 Scotties. Scotties, after they've scored their 3rd touchdown of the evening. Good low liner by Alexander. They picked the ball up at about the 25, up across to about the 37-yard line for the Raiders. Adrian Shirley makes the stop on the Raiders, so they take over 1st down and 10. Their own territory up to about the 37, maybe the 38-yard line. Clock's running with 1:35. This contest is quite similar to last night's contest. I believe Glasgow may have been up 24-0 at the half. Ready, the quarterback calling the signals. He hands off. That's number 12 carrying the ball, Tyrone Maxey, as he runs into big Corey Alexander. They throw him for a loss, about a 3-yard loss. That'll make it 2nd down and 13 for the Raiders. Raiders just finding a lot of difficulty finding any running room. Glasgow has a big front line. Corey Alexander, Adrian Shirley, Gary Payne, Jamie Downtown Brown, David Poppy Franklin. They're showing their talents out there tonight. Hart County tries to go off left tackle. No gain on the play as they're met by the center of the defensive front line of the Scotties. Maybe a yard gain. That'll bring up a 3rd and 12 situation. Hart County's got about 25 seconds remaining. They probably get 1 more play, possibly 2 if they hurry. They're slow coming out of the huddle. It's possible they could go for a delay of game here. Let's wait and see if they get it off. Hager's showing pass in the shotgun. It's a high snap. Loose ball on the field. Let's see who's got it. I'm not for sure that Glasgow didn't recover that fumble. Irregardless, that's the end of the half. So at halftime at Hart County High School, Raider Field, it finds the Glasgow Little League All-Stars on top over the Hart County All-Stars by a score of 18-0. Activity. We're at halftime at Hart County High School, and we're watching the halftime activities performed by the Glasgow Little League All-Stars. They're in fine performance tonight, and I'm glad everyone's enjoying it. They're over there working on the sled. They're taking good condition on the sled on the far side of the field. Glasgow out on top of Hart County by 18-0. Glasgow will be kicking off. Starts the second half. Deep back for the Raiders is number 11, Greg Milby, along with number 12, Tyrone Maxey. So we're waiting for the official signal, and we're going to get this ball game started in the second half. As Glasgow's defense really shined in the first half, they scored 3 touchdowns, 4 touchdowns, actually had 1 call back. All right, there's the kick. Ball hits at about the 5-yard line. It's down by the Raiders at about the 22. So once again, the Raiders in their own territory. They'll take over first down and 10 as the third quarter action gets started. Giving you a few of the first half stats. Daniel Depp scored a couple of touchdowns for the Scotties, a 45-yard touchdown run and a 60-yard run. And Jamie Rails also carried for a 14-yard run for the 3 touchdowns. None of the extra points were good. We got flags on the play as Hart County tries to go to the left. Looks like that Jamie Brown was in on the tackle. Getting back to the stats, the Scotties had 2 first downs, only 2 first downs, 3 touchdowns on the board. Glasgow had a couple of penalties for a total of 10 yards. Hart County, on the other hand, they had 1 penalty, 5 yards. They had no first downs. They failed to score in the first half. Penalty was against Hart County. It's declined as there's a loss of 2 on the play. Make it second down and 12 for the Raiders. It's ready. The quarterback brings them to the line. He hands off up the middle. Tries to break to the outside. It was Maxey on the carry. I believe it was Maxey for the Raiders. No, that's Greg Milby on the carry. He's met by the center of the front line of the Scotty defense. No gain on the play. So the starters staying in a little longer tonight. Last night at half, Coach Ed Albany started sending in a lot of the substitutes. I'm sure we'll see a lot of these other young men in action before the night's over. Handoff goes to the right side. It's hard to pick up these Raider uniforms. They have this bright orange with a black number. The fumble on the play, it's recovered by the Raiders. Jesse Barton was in there at the bottom of that pile. Thought for a moment he may have that tackle, or the loose ball, excuse me. So the Raiders have the ball, 4th down. Ball spotted at their own 20. And they're going to be forced to punt. Good punt that time by the Raiders. Daniel Depp picks it up at the 40. He's to the 30. He's on the far left side. He's got 1 man to beat. Touchdown, Daniel Depp for the Scotties. So he scampers about 40 yards on the punt return. So Depp's in the scorebook for the 3rd time tonight. So that'll make it 24-0 for the Scotties, as they'll be attempting the point after. We've got a new kicker, I believe, this time. I believe that's Justin Harlow going to try the field goal for the Scotties here in the second half. The kick it's a low liner. He had plenty on it, but just low. So with 5:58 remaining here in the 3rd quarter, Glasgow out on top by a score of 24-0 over the Raiders. Scotty's getting ready to kick off after they've scored their 4th touchdown of the evening. Alexander to kick. It's a good kick again for Alexander. Each time tonight he's kicked the ball well. It's down to about the 28, where Maxey picks up the ball, and the kicker, Alexander, is down there quick and stops him just about the place where he picks the ball up. So the Raiders have the ball again, first down 10 at their own 28-yard line. Glasgow's defense has really gone to the test tonight, and they've given up little, if any, yardage. I don't have any stats to complete yardage for the Raiders, but I'd be pleased to say this is probably less than 20 yards. Good defense by the Scotties. We got a little reverse going here, and it fools no one as Corey Alexander meets number 11, Greg Milby of the Raiders, throws him for a loss. Ball's spotted back at about the 20-yard line, so there's about a 9-yard loss that time. So whatever positive the Raiders have gotten, it offsets most of the time by some good defense by the Scotties. There was a penalty on the play. The Scotties do decline. The Raiders come to line facing a 2nd and 19 situation. Ready, the quarterback calls the signals. I believe it was the quarterback on a keeper to the far side. It's hard to pick up these numbers that the Raiders have on their jerseys. They're sort of small. There comes the wholesale substitution by the Scotties, bringing in the 2nd team. Giving all these young men an opportunity to play here tonight, give those starters some rest. That's surely appreciated by all the fans. So the Raiders come to line facing a 3rd and 20 situation. And we've got an official timeout on the field. So with 4:34 to play here in the 3rd quarter, we've got an official timeout on the field. Glasgow 24, Hart County 0. So the Glasgow 2nd unit comes in as the Raiders look at a 3rd and 20 situation. Quarterback ready for the Raiders. He rolls back to pass. He throws out on the far side, and it's intercepted over on the far side by number 20. That's Michael Nunley as he scampers up the far side of the field. There's a flag on the play as Nunley gets down to about the 5 or 6 yard line. Just hold on. Let's see what's going on with the flags. But that was a good defensive play by Nunley. He just goes out there like a center fielder and just snatches the ball out of the air. I believe that's going to be probably a holding or a clipping against, or illegal block or clipping or something against the Scotties where the flags were thrown. We're waiting for the officials. They're on the far side of the field. They're talking over, waiting for where the ball will be placed after the flags. The 2nd team, they're antsy. They're ready to go, and the officials are still discussing. We're waiting for his signal. Now they're bringing in all 4 officials to discuss the situation. Must be a highly complex penalty. It takes 4 officials in the Little League about 2 minutes now to discuss what's going on. It's against the Scotties. They've stepped off 5 yards. No indication, no mouthpiece is what that was all about. So they penalized the Scotties 5 yards. So Glasgow takes over 1st down and 10. Will Nunn, the quarterback now for the Scotties. He hands off to Adam Dickerson. He goes off right tackle. Dickerson up to about the 20-yard line, where he gains about 2 on the play. So Dickerson, who played fullback for the Redskins during the regular season, continues to play that position here with the All-Stars. Hart County calls a timeout with 3:38 remaining here in the third quarter. And with 3:38 remaining, Glasgow on top by a score of 24-0 over the Raiders. Scotty's come to line. They face a 2nd and 8. Will Nunn hands off once again to Dickerson, who goes off the left side. He's met by the center of the Raider defense. There's no gain on the play, so that'll bring up a 3rd down and 8 for the Scotties. Scotties break the line, break the huddle, come to the line. They line up in a wishbone. Fake to the fullback. Nunn keeps the ball. He scampers right. He cuts up. He's across the 20, the 15. He's down to about the 13-yard line. He's a little short of the 1st down. I'd say they're about a half a yard short, so they're going to bring out the chains and measure. I could be mistaken. I've got a bad angle on the ball. Sometimes it's hard to tell. Short about the length of a football. So I'm sure that the Scotties will be going for it. 4th down and the length of football with 2:49 to play here in the third quarter. The way it looks right now, unless the wheels fall off, the Scotties will be advancing to the championship game Saturday afternoon at 4 p.m. Nunn on the quarterback keeper. I believe Nunn's going to pick up the 1st down for the Scotties. There's the indication. He has the 1st down. So it'll be 1st down and 10 as they spot the ball shy of the 10-yard line. So this 2nd unit coming in. They scored a touchdown last night. They failed on their point after attempt. But it's good to see this 2nd group come in and be able to score points. Nunn, he pitches back. That's Josh Oliver. He tries to go to the right side. He breaks one tackle, gets across the 10 down to about the 8-yard line. So a gain of about 2.5 or 3 yards on that play. Good run by Oliver. He broke a tackle right at the line of scrimmage and picked up a couple of extra yards after that. So the Scotties break the huddle, come to the line with 1:35 to play in the third quarter. Ball given to Millers. He goes off the left side. He's got one man to beat. He's awfully close to the line. He's down to about the 1-yard line. Is number 12, Tyrone Maxey, makes the hit on Miller. That might be enough for the 1st down. They can get a 1st down before they score. They mark the ball back, though. So it's a third and about 4 situation. I must have been looking at the 5-yard line instead of the goal line. Glasgow parents really getting into it. They're leading the cheers. The ball goes to Adam Dickerson as he tries to go off right tackle. Nick Rucker makes the hit on Dickerson. So it brings up about a 4th and a long 3 for the Scotties. They've got enough time to get this play off. They still have 35 seconds before the quarter comes to an end. They better hurry to the line because they could get called for delay of game. So it's 4th and a long 3 for the Scotties. As they come to the line, they line up in the wishbone. Nunn, the quarterback on the keeper, he goes up the middle, and he's going to be short of that 1st down. So they fail to score on a golden opportunity, so the Raiders take over 1st down and 10 with only 18 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. So the official spots the ball at about the 3 or 4 yard line. So Glasgow could get lucky with a safety here if they'd really get in there and hustle on this defense. Raiders come to line with 5 seconds. See if they can get this play off before it comes to a close. There's the snap. There's the whistle. They pick up about a yard or two on the play, so the third quarter comes to a close after 3 quarters of play. Glasgow 24, Hart County 0. Start fourth quarter action. Hart County has the ball. They have a second down and about a 5 situation. They started out on about their own 3 or 4 yard line. Hart County still has their first unit in. Glasgow has their second. They have since about the mid-third quarter. Ball goes off the left side. If I can pick up the number on the ball carrier for Hart County. That was number 12 on the carry, Tyrone Maxey. He stopped by the center of the front line of the Scotties. Gain of about a yard on the play, maybe 2. Let's call it third down and 3. Ready, the quarterback brings the Raiders to the line. He hands off to Maxey. Maxey tries to cut off the left side. J.P. Johnson in there, one of the tacklers for the Scotties, I see. Along with number 70, Ryan Cooper. So the Scotties turn them away on third down, so it brings up a 4th and 3 for the Raiders. I don't know if the Raiders will punt or if they'll try to pick up their first down of the evening. I'd almost say that the Raiders have nothing to lose at this point. No, they're backing up and maybe the punt. No, they're still going for the first down. They hand the ball up the middle. They got a first down. The fella breaks loose on the far sideline. He's being pursued. It looks like Will Nunn trying to catch him. He's at the 40, the 30, cutting across. No, that's Michael Nunley in pursuit. So the Raiders are going to score. Touchdown for the Raiders to make it a 24-6 ball game. I see no flags.
It'd be quite amazing that there's no flags in that ball.
That was about a 85-yard scamper for the Raiders that time. Young man broke off left tackle, got to the outside. Couple of tackles missed on the far side by the Scotties. He had one man to beat. Michael Nunley, I thought for a minute, was going to get him. The foot race wound up at the Raiders with a Raiders score. The Raiders get on the scoreboard with 6:19 remaining here in the fourth quarter. They'll be going for the extra point to see if they can make it a 24-7 or maybe a 24-8. They go for the option for 1 point. Ready, hands off to Maxey as he sweeps the left side. Cuts the corner and he's in. So with 6:19 remaining here in the fourth quarter, Hart County gets on the scoreboard, but they trail the Scotties by a score of 24-7. Hart County getting ready to kick off after they scored their first touchdown of the evening. Deep back for the Scotties is Daniel Depp. Kicking for the Raiders is number 72, Tyler Adams. We've got 6:19 remaining. They bring in the first unit for this receiving team. So Adams gets the kick. It's a short kick. It's about the 40, touches one of the Scottish players. He picks it up at about the 41. That was number 2, Casey Calhoun, the quarterback for the first unit. So they send back out the second unit to take over on downs. Glasgow have first down and 10 at their own 41-yard line with 6:02 remaining in the fourth and final quarter. Glasgow's second unit missed a big opportunity just a few minutes ago on a touchdown. Let's see what they can do. Start out deep in their own territory. That's Adam Dickerson on the carry. As he gets up across the 45 to about the 46-yard line. So about a 5-yard gain by Dickerson. Make it second down and 5. Dickerson's used to getting them short, dirty yards. He's done it all season long. He doesn't have a lot of speed, but he's got good, strong legs, and he just churns out them them dirty yards for whoever he's playing for. Will Nunn brings them to the line. Once again, they go to Dickerson. He goes off the right side. He's met in there by number 51, Tommy Speed of the Raiders. Dickerson gains yard and a half. It'll be third and a long 3.5 yards probably. Clock running with 4:53 to play. Glasgow lines up in the backfield in a wishbone. They fake to Dickerson, give the ball to Miller as Miller goes up the middle. He picks up a couple yards on the play. So that'll bring up a 4th and 2 situation. Glasgow's yet to punt the ball. So let's see if they go for the punt or if they go for the first down. As the ball is near the midfield stripe. I think Glasgow will be going for it. Ball goes to Dickerson off right tackle. I believe he's going to be close to the first down. It's awfully close. Let's see what the officials indicate if we're going to have to bring the chains out. Official timeout on the field. They're going to bring the chains out. It's awfully close. I believe the Scotties have got the first down. I miss a few every once in a while, but it looks good from my vantage point. There's exactly 4 minutes to go. I believe we got a good spot. I believe the Scotties have got a first down. They're looking it over. First down indicated by the Scotties. So the Scotties in Raider territory. First down and 10, spotted at the 49-yard line of the Raiders. Glasgow breaks the huddle. They're anxious now. They pick up that big first down. Nunn hands off to Josh Oliver as he cuts up the right side. Good run by Oliver. Picks up about 4 yards on the play. Make it 2nd down and 6 for the Scotties. So this second unit have made some good drives on their offense. They've broken down one time on their defense as they had the Raiders backed up deep. Nunn calls the signals. He rolls to his right. He avoids one tackle. He's still on his feet. He gets up across the 40-yard line.
I haven't seen it on Christine. It says on the far side. Christine injured at home. He broke her hip. She's on this team, but she's in a wheelchair.
Clock running with 2:40 in the ball game. Gain of a couple yards for the Scotties that time. Nunn brings them to the line on a long count. He fakes the handoff on a reverse to Miller. Miller to the 45, the 40, the 35, the 30. Driven out of bounds on the near side. So the second team picks up another first down. Clock running, clock should be stopped as he went out of bounds, but the clock is running. We got a timeout with 2:04 remaining in the 4th quarter, called by Hart County. Glasgow 24, Hart County 7. Glasgow leading 24-7 over the Raiders. So we look across the far sideline. We see a young lady sitting in a wheelchair, and that's Christina Bragg, who played for the Yellow Jackets. This is the only young lady that played in the Glasgow Little League this year. And folks, let me tell you something. This was a fine young lady, and she can stand her ground with any guy in this league. Now, don't get upset because you see Christina in that wheelchair. This accident didn't happen to her playing football. She held her own there. It was an accident that happened at home. She's had surgery, and she's recovering well. And we wish the best for Christina. So, Christina Bragg, the Glasgow Little League All-Stars salute you in a fine season this year. Glasgow has the ball as they try to go up the middle. No gain on the play to bring up 2nd down and 10 for the Scotties. So we're under 2 minutes to play. They gain about a yard on the play after they spot the mark. So it looks like Glasgow's going to be advancing on to the championship game Saturday afternoon at 4 p.m. Nunn hands off to Oliver. Oliver cuts it back in into the outside. He's on a good run. He stops, he cuts back in. He's got enough for the first down. So this second unit continues to do well on the offense as they have a first down. The ball is at about the 14-yard line. So it'll be first down and 10 at the Raider 14-yard line. Clock running. We're down to 1 minute to play here in the fourth and final quarter. And I'm sure these young men are going to try their best to get the ball in the end zone. Nunn. He talks to his backs, gets them set. He fakes a handoff. On the reverse, he keeps the ball, cuts up field. He's brought down from behind. He's up near a first down. It's anxious to see if the Scotties will call a timeout, if they're going to stay within their realms and not try to score another touchdown without calling a timeout. 23 seconds remaining. They may run this play, then call a timeout, but they're going to have to break the huddle quick. Come to line with 15 seconds. Nunn directing traffic, but he's going to run out of time if he didn't get this play off. Bad snap. He hands the ball to Miller. Miller breaks one tackle. He's still on his feet. There's a horn ending the end of the game. And Glasgow goes on to victory over Hart County by a score of 24-7. So we'd like to thank each and every one of you for viewing this ball game, and we'd like to take this reminder that the Glasgow Little League All-Stars will be playing Barron County All-Stars at Hart County High School, 4 p.m. Saturday for the championship of the 1992 Toy Bowl. So on behalf of the Glasgow Little League, this is James Jennings wishing each and every one of you a pleasant good night.
Have you or a loved one participated in a local event filmed by the Glasgow EPB? Maybe it was a school graduation, Little League championship, or musical performance. These are all events that have recently been professionally captured on video by the EPB to be aired on Channel 6. The EPB archives contain community, school, and church events dating back to 1990 and can be purchased by anyone. DVDs are $13 and would make a great gift for family and friends while preserving a timeless memory of a special moment in one's life. Call to place your order today.